Hey, you guys. All right, let me sound check first. Y'all already know the vibes. Sound check, sound check.
Sound check, sound check.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, you guys. Whew. Here we are, here we are. I can't even cap y'all. I had a day today. My energy is not where it usually is, but your girl's here, you know? Your girl's here, and I got to get this done. So thank you so much for tuning in with your girl. Um, my name is Jalen, aka J1. Welcome, welcome to the Fruit of the Spirit series. So I do a lot of things. I make music. I have a podcast. I run a wellness group, and this is actually a branch off of my podcast, which is my wellness group. I've done the Fruit of the Spirit series on Google Meet. I didn't record it because random people would come on, share very personal things, and I don't want to record people's personal stuff. So I just decided to do this on YouTube Live so I can just have it for the YouTube community too. So let's just get into it. Okay, welcome to Wellness Workshop where we reflect, inspire, create, and grow. And this is the 9 weeks of wellness Fruit of the Spirit series. Meet your host, me, your girl Jalen, aka J1. Like I already gave y'all the rundown, I'm a musician, artist, podcaster, and I'm the host of Wellness Workshop. If you scan this QR code right here, it'll take you to all of my stuff. My tickets to Wellness Workshop, which is absolutely free. I just have tickets to get a little head count. It'll take you to my podcast, my music. I just dropped a brand new album called Unstoppable, and it'll take you to some of my interviews that I've done as well. And I think my YouTube channel too. Pics or it didn't happen. So these are just some pictures of me and where I've done wellness workshops. So I am a substitute teacher. I'm in the school system and I've had the opportunity to bring my wellness workshop to two schools, which you can see at the top. Shout out Helburn and shout out Green Hope. At the bottom, you see me with Lighthouse Therapy. Shout out Lighthouse, shout out Ava, shout out everybody over there. They are a Black founded, Black owned women's therapy group. And they also have Black men therapists as well, which I think is so needed in the community. And then over here, you have me holding the Nubian message. Shout out NC State. Shout out Eliana at the Nubian message. She wrote such a great article about me. Love you, girl. Just some more fun, fresh faces at the in person wellness workshops. More pics, more pics. So, icebreaker. If you're live on here, please feel free to throw your answers in the chat. If you're seeing this after I'm live, feel free to throw your answers in the comment section below because I want to know. So, what fictional character would you like to be for a day? And what would you do? So, I had time to think about this before I got on live. I will be Jasmine from the Boondocks, and I would love to go on little wild adventures with Huey, Riley, and Uncle Ruckus, and Grandpa, and Thugnificent too. If you haven't seen Boondocks, go ahead and watch the Boondocks. Such a great show. And rest in peace, Grandpa. Rest in peace. So, reflective writing time. Go ahead and grab your notebooks. Go ahead and get that out. So, take this opportunity to just grab a quick screenshot of this where you can jot this down, you can journal, or you can type in the comment section below. If you're live in the chat, you can type in the chat box because I'm always interested in what y'all's answers are. So, these are the two questions for today. When is someone else's faithfulness transforming? And when has my faithfulness to something or someone required me to let go of something else? Was the sacrifice meaningful or painful? Maybe both. And what does that reveal about what I value most? So I'll answer. I think I'll answer both of them. So when has someone else's faithfulness transformed me? Oh my goodness. My girl Sarah Do. So we actually worked a corporate job together when I moved here to Raleigh, and we just were not having the best time. I'll just say that. And she was just so adamant about just getting out of there, getting out of there. We would have long talks together. We would cry together. We would do all that stuff. And she was like, Jalen, I'm getting out of here. And once I get out, like, I'm getting you out too. Like, this is not for us. You're meant to do great things. I poured into her as well. And she had faith through the whole process and she got out. And what did she do? She got me out too. And I will forever, forever, forever be grateful for Sarah Do because she honestly changed the trajectory of my life. Like, seriously, like, I'm so, so grateful for her and her faithfulness in God and just knowing, like, she just knew that everything was going to work out and she was going to do great things. Like, it really, really was an eye opener for me and it transformed just how I look at jobs, how I was operating corporate America, the whole shebang. So shout out Sarah Do. I love you so much, girl. We gotta hang out soon. When has my faithfulness to something or someone required me to let go of something else? Oh my gosh, y'all. So I used to be an alcoholic, okay? And I was faithful. I was faithful to that cup. I was faithful to that spirit, okay? I could not put that cup down for nothing. For nothing, nothing, nothing until God God seriously spoke to me one day and I had to put the cup down and I did. I'm getting a call. Hold on. Hold on. I had to put that cup down. So that's exactly what I did. And the sacrifice was great. It was a great sacrifice. It wasn't necessarily painful. It was a little uncomfortable because I knew it had to be done. And it low key was a drastic shift for me because I was so used to drinking alcohol. I was so just used to that cup. And it just revealed that I value my health. I value my health. I value my life. And I value God. So by me putting that cup down, I am, is it 3 years sober from alcohol? I think it's 3 years now. So yeah, put that cup down, guys. It's poisonous. It's poisonous. I can make a whole YouTube segment on that. Maybe I should do that. So, what are the fruits of the Spirit? Apostle Paul, he actually was writing a letter, and this is what he had in his letter, part of his letter. So, but the Holy Spirit produces this kind of fruit in our lives: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self control. There is no law against these things. Guys, all of us have these qualities within us, every single one of us. Sometimes they lay dormant in our lives, sometimes they're not activated fully, maybe activated a little bit, but not fully. But we all have them. We're all born with these amazing, amazing traits. So just think about if we all really acted like all of this was fully activated inside of us. And before I go on to the next slide, I just want to let y'all know, look, I'm not judging nobody's background, who you believe in, what you believe in, woo woo. I'm a Christian woman. I believe in God. And doing this series helped me get closer to God. It helps me just spread the word, okay? I always ask God to use me as a vessel, but I am not a preacher. I'm not a preacher. I did not go to school for theology, religion, none of that. All this information that I get it from reading the Bible myself. I get it from watching Bible Bujo on YouTube. Shout out Bible Bujo. I love her videos so, so much. And I also just watch different types of different people's devotions that they share as well. I like Joyce Meyer too. She's pretty cool. And this is from Galatians 5 chapter 5 verses 22 through 23. So, faithfulness. Today, this is what we're covering. This is the fruit. Faithfulness. So, faithfulness is a blending of trust, love, and obedience to God. Doing what you said you were going to do. Firm and not changing in your support for a person, organization, or in your beliefs or morals. Broken promises equals not faithful. Okay? Proverbs 3:3. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. And love is actually the first fruit of the Spirit. And it's mentioned a lot in the Bible. A lot, a lot, a lot. Love. So let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Like I said, this should be instilled in us. How's our heart posture? How are we? Are we acting out of love? Are we acting out of faithfulness? These are just questions that you can ask yourself. And here's some examples of faithfulness. So we have Noah in the ark. Noah had to listen to God. God told him that a big flood was coming. He told him to gather, what was it? A pair of every single animal and insect. Insect, I'm assuming, but animal. And just imagine if God told you that right now. Would you do that? If he said, build this boat because I'm about to send a great flood and you need to gather the troops and everybody on this boat. Noah really had to um, show his faithfulness and show that he really trusted God and was faithful and he followed through with what God told him to do. Then we have Abraham and his son. I believe that God told Abraham to sacrifice his son, his only son, I believe. He told him to go to the mountaintop and sacrifice him. And so Abraham, listen, he went to the mountaintop and he was about to sacrifice his son, but don't quote me. I don't remember how the story ends, but I think he was about to sacrifice his son and then God sent an angel, or like I said, don't quote me. Please look up that story for yourself. But Abraham showed his faithfulness in God by trusting God and following through with God's word. I don't know if I could take my child and go to the mountaintops and sacrifice them. Just being real. But shout out Abraham. And I believe that God was testing Abraham to see if he was actually faithful in him. And he passed the test. Same with Noah. Same with Noah. So faithfulness is not a cheat code to a good life or a crutch to lean on because you can't handle the woes of the world. Oh, woe is me, child. I'm feeling it right now, honestly. I'm feeling the woes. It's a spiritual muscle that strengthens us as we grow in our understanding of God's character. So, faithfulness, like I said, it's a muscle, and you have to practice faithfulness daily, or it's just going to get weak, just like real life. Just like real life. Yeah, his firstborn son. That's what it is. Just like real life. Like, you have to practice it every day, dang near. It gets stronger the more you practice it. And when you don't, you just get weaker, just like the body, just like feeding your spirit with the word of God. You have to practice it daily. You have to practice and get closer to God. Um, I think it was his firstborn son. I think, I don't know. Maybe his only son. I really don't know. I can't remember. Like I said, guys, I'm not a preacher. Don't quote me. You have to look this up for yourself. But I gave examples of faithfulness. Um, where was I at? Okay, so if you take a screenshot of this and click on that YouTube hyperlink, it will actually take you to a children's daily devotion, a little 5-minute devotion on what faithfulness looks like. So, how can we show faithfulness? We can show others that we're loyal. We can show that we're trustworthy in our relationships, dependable if someone asks for help. So, do what you say you are going to do, and then God's faithfulness. So I have a little activity, the commitment compass. So we have the faithfulness pillars. Faithfulness grows where we place our trust, loyalty, and consistency. On a sheet of paper, write 3 columns and label them: faithfulness to God, faithfulness to self, and to others. Under each column, write 3 things that you are committed to within this category. And here's some examples. For spiritual life, we have prayer, gratitude, forgiveness. For self, we have rest, dreams, and boundaries. And then others, we have friendship, kindness, and dependability. Consistency check in. I love this little butterfly. It's low key kind of distracting, but love that. Next, we're going to rate our current consistency on a scale from 1 to 5. 1 is rarely showing up, and 5 is showing up on a regular basis and being intentional about it. Next, we're going to choose one area to strengthen. So look at the numbers that we wrote down. Choose one area where you want to grow in faithfulness, and then you answer these questions that I have below. Why is this area important to me? What gets in the way of my consistency? And what is one small step I can take daily this week? Examples: 3 minutes of prayer, one loving text to a friend, and 10 minutes of journaling. I'm currently fasting for Ramadan, and I went to I wouldn't say women empowerment event, but it kind of was. Yeah, it kind of was a women's empowerment event. It was called I See You Girl, and my girl Keo, she ran it. And they gave us such cute journals, and I've been using that as my Ramadan journals. So super cute. Next, we have the 7-day faithfulness tracker. So we're going to create a simple weekly chart. Each day, check off whether you completed or completed your chosen action. At the end of each day, write one sentence. How did being faithful in this area feel today? This builds self trust and spiritual trust, one small moment at a time. So I actually am a list girl. I love a bullet list girl on the notes. And yesterday I wrote down, was that yesterday? Yeah. I made a bullet list of all the stuff that I wanted to complete for the day. And each time I checked off a little bubble, it gave me some type of dopamine feeling. I just love checking things off of my list. I love having things completed. So, love that for me. And then here's our closing reflection. So, at the end of the week, we're going to journal our responses. What did you learn about yourself? Do you feel closer to God, yourself, or others? How did practicing faithfulness change your mood, choices, or your outlook? And then lastly, how can you keep strengthening this area in a sustainable way? Oh, I wish y'all could see the graphic that I have. It's this Dragon Ball Z. I know my face is in the way, but it's a cute little Dragon Ball Z thing. He's meditating in the sunset, and then it's a little palm tree. And like I said, y'all, I have a podcast, and it's called Inner Wisdom Podcast. If you take a picture of that QR code, it'll take you to my podcast. I started a Fruit of the Spirit series on there, and I need to finish it, but I have 111 episodes on Inner Wisdom Podcast that y'all can listen to, and it is available only on Apple Podcasts. This beautiful, beautiful picture you see right here, this is the cover to my album. My new album's titled Unstoppable, and it is on all streaming platforms. Indeed, indeed, indeed. And then boom, guys, we just finished Faithfulness. Don't mind these dates. These dates are from when I did this on Google Meet, like I told y'all in the beginning. So yeah, don't mind these. The next time that I see y'all, we will be talking about gentleness, and then we're gonna wrap it up with self-control. Love that. I'm really proud of myself for being consistent with this because I need it, the streets need it, everybody needs it. So I think that's it. Yeah, guys. I yeah, I got through that. I'm not really feeling the best right now, but I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit more full spiritually. And I hope you guys do too. I really hope that you take something away from this. Make sure to be kind to yourself, be kind to other people, help others when you can, follow your dreams, and always listen to yourself. If you want to follow me on socials, my personal Instagram is at itsj1, ITSJAEONE. And my podcast Instagram is inner_wisdom podcast. I'll say that again. Inner_wisdom podcast. So, did I do my outro already? I don't remember. I'll just say it again. Whatever. Make sure to be kind to yourself, be kind to other people, help others when you can, follow your dreams, and always, always listen to yourself. All right, you guys, you might see me tomorrow probably. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I might knock out the last two in one day, but we'll see. You'll definitely see me tomorrow though for gentleness. I hope you'll have a nice night and thank you guys so much for tuning in. Bye y'all. I always forget where the end stream button is at. What the heck? Okay. Bye y'all.